Hello, Sagittarius. Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are doing well. We are going to do your Timeless Love reading for mid-June. Yeah, and it's going to be a timeless reading. You don't have to have Sag in your chart. You do not even have to watch this during June. I only have like 23 minutes and 50 seconds left on my phone, so I'm going to see if I can get your reading out before then, or it will cut off. But yeah, I hope you guys are good, man. We're going to do a quick breath, and then we're going to say a prayer and do your reading. Alright, I pray to God, Spirit, my guides, my angels, my ancestors to please help myself, Sag, and anybody watching see the clearest messages for the highest good of all involved in our love and relationships for a timeless love reading for mid-June 2022. Okay, we're going to be using the Dragon Tarot today, and we're going to be closing out with the magical spell cards deck. So, hope y'all are doing good, Sagittarius. Oops. Okay, we're going to do a story reading today. We've been doing bottom of the deck readings for everybody today. But I guess we're doing a stack reading, which we haven't done in a while. So bottom of the deck for you, Sag, we have the Six of Wands. I feel like there is a major victory here for you right now. Whatever it is you're going through, whatever new relationships you're starting, if you're this could represent, like a past person in a sense. This can represent having multiple options, but I just feel like you're in this very victorious space right now. I feel like whatever it is you're going through, whatever it is you've been through, you're entering the other side of that, and you're stepping out victorious, right? All right, let's go and start out with the story thing we have here. Excuse me. So you have the Nine of Cups. I feel like you have really reached a space of emotional independence. When I see this card, if it isn't a love relationship, this does represent a wish fulfillment of sorts. But to me, this feels like you've really stepped into your power and you've really learned to control your emotions. I think that was kind of the energy coming through for you in the last reading, your last Sag reading for the beginning of the month, was really learning to tame your emotions and really understanding your emotions, and it feels like you did that. I feel like Spirit's coming through with the Six of Wands and the Nine of Cups to say, hey, you did an amazing job, and you're doing an amazing job. You're on the right track. Let's see what else we have here, though. Yeah, we have the Three of Cups, so this is definitely a celebratory energy, Sag. Yeah, this is really good. I feel like you're in this space of, like, you might just be out having fun, you might be dating, you might have multiple options. It feels like you're just living your best life right now, and honestly, like, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you feel like is best for you, then you should do that. Continue to live your best life. You should have all the options in the world, and you should be able to date whoever you want to date within reason, you know what I mean? But again, this is really beautiful energy to be in. I want to see what else is coming through here, though. Yeah, we got the Queen of Swords, so you're not tolerating any BS, Sag. It feels like you're in this space of you're learning to protect your heart, but not in the way of closing your heart off from the world. And I think that's the lesson for you right now. You are now understanding the importance of not only speaking your truth, not being afraid to cut people out that are kind of, encroaching upon your boundaries or space after a certain amount of time of maybe telling them not to, but you're in this really solid, powerful space. It's like you're just really embodying your feminine energy right now. You're really in touch with your emotions. You're really just out there having fun. It feels like you're just in this really beautiful, victorious space. I feel like you've come out of you're coming out of the proverbial cave, and you've now entered a new space in your life that's allowing you to really enjoy what it is you're doing. You can be dealing with an air sign for sure. This represents somebody that you're dealing with, but it really feels like I'm getting some stuff where this could be a new love that you're in. You could be exploring this new relationship with somebody, and it feels like you are having a victorious. This person can be very, very intelligent. They're just a fun person to be around. They're very, fire energy and air energy go really great together, I think, because under that we do have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so to me, this feels like you're just maybe not looking for commitment right now, or this feels like the other person. But to me, it just seems like you're having fun. Honestly, Sagittarius, it just feels like the energy you're in. You're maybe not looking for anything really serious right now. You're maybe exploring your options, and it looks like you're just really dating and just really trying to understand what it is you want out of a relationship. I feel like that's a really important reason to be in that dating space. Sorry, somebody's pulling up behind me. What are they doing? Are they parking? What are they doing? They're like creeping. What you doing, man? They're just like creeping right behind me, bro. It's creepy. They just parked right there. Anyways, sorry guys, I keep reading. Anyways, so it does feel like you're in this energy right now of just having fun, maybe not wanting commitment, maybe trying to understand what it is you want out of relationships. Okay, they're parking. Sorry, sometimes people do that, man. They just, I think you can kind of see them in the camera now. They're just parked up right behind me now. I don't know. I think it's just a couple ladies chilling in the car. I don't know. Yeah, I think they're just chilling. Right. I don't even know if they can see them in the car, but yeah, I think I have my lights off. So, excuse me, Sagittarius. That just creeped me out because it's usually like people, they do like stop here and there, but they were like creeping like right up behind me. I'm like, what's about to happen? I don't know. But we have the Six of Cups reversed, guys. So it feels like there is a sense of nostalgia here, if I'm being honest, with the Ace of Cups and the Six of Cups. I guess we have the Wheel of Fortune reverse under that too. It's feeling like you're in this energy of like, it's like you are out, you're having fun, you're dating, you're maybe exploring your options, but it does feel like you do miss being in a relationship. It feels like maybe you're looking for somebody to date, but you're not quite there in terms of commitments. Maybe you are messing with the new air sign. And you are, it does feel like a faded connection, right? So what I'm also picking up on, Sag, is maybe you have met somebody new. Maybe you're just kind of having fun right now. You're just kind of getting to know them. And either you or this other person is not really ready for commitment, is what I'm feeling like. It does feel like a faded connection, right? Yeah, we got the Empress reverse here, okay? What else do we have? I'm gonna pull the cards. Empress reverse. We have the Nine of Cups, which we already got. Yeah, okay. So we got all of these. So let's go and talk about these for a bit. Okay. So I do feel like you're in the Empress reverse energy. This could be you or your person. Maybe you have a counterpart that you're dealing with. Oh, you know what I'm picking up on? Almost called you Spirit. Sagittarius. What I'm feeling like here is maybe you had an Empress. Maybe you did have an Empress in your life, right? And maybe you were in a space of enjoying the relationship with them. Maybe there was a sense of victory there at one point. But it looks like maybe if you were like playing the field or you were dating multiple people, that can be why this Empress turned their back on you, is what I'm hearing. This is why the Empress does not want to invest in you right now, because there's just this sense of like, the Empress, the thing you gotta understand about Empress energy, if you do not already, I don't mean to patronize you in any way. I would imagine you would know if you're in that energy, as we all have those energies. But as somebody who resonates with divine feminine energy, I have to say, as somebody who would consider myself to be in an Empress status, I would say that I personally do not like to tolerate being in third-party situations. I personally do not enjoy getting to know somebody on a very serious level. I come to find out that they are entertaining multiple options. Not hating on people that do that, just from my own personal perspective on like what I've experienced and what I'm not okay with. And so if you're dealing with somebody who has turned their back on you, look at how it is you're moving, right? And it's not saying that you're a terrible person, because that's not the case. Everybody should have people should be able to choose who they do and don't date. People should be allowed to have options. There's nothing to do with what people can and can't do, but it is recognizing that if there's somebody in your life that has kind of walked away from you and they're not offering you this commitment, not only are they feeling nostalgic about this, it feels like you're both feeling nostalgic about this, because it does feel like a faded connection, right? So this could represent a type of separation that you two are going through. So maybe you were involved. Like, I feel like I'm speaking to a divine masculine right now. This is kind of the energy I'm picking up on, right? And so if I'm speaking to a divine masculine right now, and you maybe came into union with your counterparts, maybe you weren't ready for commitments, maybe there's just various things that were holding you back from moving forward with this person. The energy I'm feeling for you though is, yeah, so it feels like this is interesting, because we did the twin flame reading, right? And so I feel like we're now looking at the other side of that twin flame reading. If you do want to watch the twin flame reading, I feel like this would speak on the energy that the masculine is going through. So if you consider yourself to be a masculine, I think this is the energy that will help bring this connection back into balance, guys. Because if you look at it here, the Empress may be in the reverse. They may not be, offering you anything at all. They may be obviously feeling very nostalgic about this, because it'd be soulmate, twin flame, past life energy. And there's the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Like, there is fate on the cards. It feels like both of you may have tried to walk away from each other. Maybe there was a lot of arguments that happened. Maybe you guys got into this space of just both people are hurt, right? There's a sense of both people being hurt, and understanding that if you want to come out of this, again, we had the Six of Wands here, and then under that we do have Justice, okay? And we also do have the did you get King of Wands? No, you didn't get King of Wands. Or did you get King of Wands? I think that was somebody else. I'm sorry. Yeah. we're going to pull a couple of these cards here. On the bottom of the deck cards that we have coming out for you, Sagittarius. So, oops, trying not to spill my whole deck. So, Sagittarius, if you find yourself in a position right now where you are missing your feminine, I want to tell you that your feminine does want that. Okay, how about this? Your feminine is in a space of taking care of themselves. If you are on a twin flame journey, that does not mean that your feminine does not want you, because we do have a feminine energy here with the Queen of Wands. We do have the Ace of Wands that is here, so there is the desire to start a new beginning, and we have Justice. Okay, under that, yeah. So going back, that's what we had. So the reason I say so, what do we have here? We had I'm looking for the Queen of Swords. There's the Queen of Swords energy that we had, Sag. Sorry, I totally missed the card. So here it is. So we have the Queen of Swords. I feel like this is the energy you need to embody. Okay, yep, those here. And we'll take this. We'll take these. So this is, I feel like, the energy you should be embodying right now. If you want to get back with this feminine, I feel like you need to walk away from that player energy. You need to understand that if this is a feminine that is in her feminine energy and really embodying that, they're not going to tolerate that kind of stuff. They're specifically if it's a twin flame connection, when that kind of stuff is found out, even if it's just in the beginning of the connection, even if you guys didn't have any like official commitments, a feminine energy will tend to feel betrayed when that stuff is found out on the soul level, right? There's this sense of like there's a soul contract there between you two, and exploring your options, again, nothing wrong with that. Understanding that the feminine will not tolerate that. But understanding that the way to fix this, if you want to fix this, you got to embody this Queen of Swords energy, embody this Queen of Wands energy, move forward, communicate with them, talk about them, tell them how you really feel, right, Sagittarius? I feel like you're in the space of, you are in touch with your emotions now, and the celebratory energy is there. So what I'm seeing now is like, there is the opportunity here to leave behind third-party situations. If you truly want to be with your feminine, it's important to leave behind third parties. It is important to cut out the nonsense, speak your passion, bring justice to the situation by really talking to them. Sit down, tell them how you feel, explain to them what's been going on with you, and be completely open and honest. That is what feminine energy really loves and appreciates. Everybody does, not just feminine energy. Most people that want to be in very serious relationships, they really truly appreciate that kind of energy, right? Specifically, somebody that would consider themselves to be the Empress. The Empress reversed somewhere down here, right? So I just want to tell you, it's like, you know, the opportunity for reconciliation with this feminine is here. The Ace of Wands is here. The passion is here. Just because it looks like they're not, you know, investing in you like that anymore, maybe they were at one point and they just kind of pulled their energy back. It's because, you know, they think they may feel like you have slighted them. That's what I'm picking up on. It feels like the feminine feels very slighted. Whoever it was that you were dealing with feels very slighted. They feel like whatever happened was just not very good. It was injustice for them, right? But again, there is a victory here. So it's understanding that, like, while things may be in this space now, the way out is through, right? And it's really taking it's just taking an honest look at yourself. Like, you know, what is it you truly want? Like, because Nine of Cups can also be a very selfish energy, right? And with the Three of Cups here, it's just like, if you want to continue to do stuff like this, there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to explore your options, there's nothing wrong with that. But understanding that, again, you're feminine, they're just not going to be okay with that, Sagittarius. And I'm not saying this to make you feel bad. I'm not saying this to berate you or to patronize you. I just feel that energy of the masculine. I'm like picking up on the masculine side of things where, you know, it's a very almost confusing energy, because it's this energy of like almost just not being ready. Like maybe you've just gotten out of a relationship, right? Maybe you've gone through some very tumultuous stuff and you're afraid of approaching this relationship. This relationship may scare you, right? It may be very intense. It may be very intense. It's like there's a lot of good energies here for it, but I mean, you're dealing with an Empress who's in there stepping into their Queen of Swords status, right? Because you got to understand, the Empress, they wield all the elements. The Empress is not afraid to utilize those elements, including the wand or the sword of truth. And so just understand, Sagittarius, if you really truly want to be with your Empress and you really truly want to invest in the twin flame connection, there is a need to take an honest look at yourself. You know, do you embody this Queen of Wands energy? Are you somebody who is very, very passionate? about this connection? If so, there's a need to be honest about it. And again, if you're not even investing in anybody else, like, that's totally cool too. But if you're not investing in your Empress because you're scared, your Empress is going to likely take that as, they don't want me, maybe they have other people. It gives off third-party energy, right? And then keep in mind, third-party energy, like, is not always another romantic interest. Sometimes it's as simple as, like, you're just focusing on yourself, or you're focusing on your work. Like, that was another thing that came through for your last reading. You were focusing on career, and you were just doing your thing, and that's totally cool. But it's understanding that, like, your Empress might take that a different way. And if you don't communicate that with them, or maybe you ghost them, or you do something where you pull back, you're hot and cold, your Empress is going to take that in a different kind of way, and they will likely turn your back on you because of that. So it's, I think, a final closing message here before we get the closing cards is this Empress still has a lot of love for you. They do want a new beginning with you. They just want you to be honest. They want you to talk to them. They want justice. They feel like there needs to be justice in the situation. So final message here, almost called you Scorpio, Sagittarius. For one, I would recommend watching the Twin Flame reading that just came out. I'm not sure when this video will be out, but it would have been like one of the last Twin Flame readings I've watched, having to do with Divine Masculine, seeing the worth of a relationship and wanting to make a move, I think is the title. And just, embodying that and understanding the perspective of both and how you both are just as important as the other. So your needs and your need to focus on yourself should be honored by your Empress, but you should also honor the Empress's need to feel secure and loved and supported in this connection, right? But final closing energy here for you, Sag. We're going to be using the this one here, Magical Spell Card Deck. Closing message for you, Sag. We are almost out of time, so I'm going to try to get this out before the phone goes off, because I think my phone's going to basically stop working at a certain point. Once I record too many videos, my phone gets like really slow. You can't receive texts or anything. Alright, let's go. Closing message, bottom of the deck, we have Prosperity card number 3, Balance, coming back in. It says, as this tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. So I feel like the universe has been trying to speak to you for a while now. I feel like the universe has been sending you signs about this connection. Maybe you've been afraid of the connection, you've kind of walked away from it for your own reasons. Again, nothing wrong with that. There's a need to understand that the universe is trying to bring this in for you for deeper healing on both sides, okay? Okay, yeah, it says letting go. Card 6, right? It says, allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. So maybe you feel very hurt and slighted. Maybe your Empress pulled back and you're not happy about that. You are hurt too, and that is a very valid emotion that should be acknowledged on both sides, right? You both had reasons for why you walked away, and you should definitely recognize that and validate that within yourself. If you let this connection go, you likely did it for personal reasons, and it was nothing against the other person, right? And they should be understanding of that as well, but I feel like they do need understanding and explanation if you want to maintain and rebuild the connection, which you very much can if it's a twin flame connection. But yeah, it's understanding that, like, there's a need to let go of the pain. There's a need to let go of the past. In order for you to move forward with this person, it feels like you need to really let go of whatever it is you feel like has been holding you back. Specifically with the 6, to me that tells me you may be holding on to past pains and past relationships that may be getting in the way of you rebuilding with your person. Because the final card we have for you, Sag, is, if I can get it, it is Imagination card 41. It says, imagination now sets me free, divine ones, I send my thanks to thee. 41 boiling down to a 5, stability, changes, growth. Yeah, it just feels like the universe is providing you with the opportunity to regain stability in this connection, so long as you let go of 1, your old ways, 2, your past pains, and 3, your expectations of what a relationship should or could be, and having a conversation, a very honest, raw conversation with each other about what you both expect out of a relationship and expect out of each other. But that is all I got for you, Sag. I do appreciate you watching. I am sorry if this was a little bit of a harsher reading, but sometimes Spirit does deliver some harsh messages, and I just happen to be the vessel. Please don't shoot the messenger. I'm just speaking what comes to my channels and through the cards. But it does sound like you should be validated here. You both should be validated in what you're going through. You both have had your personal reasons. Both of your experiences are valid, again, and they are important and should be acknowledged and taken care of properly by both as individuals and as each other in a relationship. So final closing message here, Sag. The opportunity to rebuild with your Empress is there. They just need truth and clarity. They need to feel loved and supported, and they just want you to tell them what's going on. So if you've been pulling back and you've been ghosting and you want to come back, I just want to let you know that they are open to you. They want a new beginning with you. They don't hate you, and it does not seem like they are seeing anybody else, because it seems like they really only wanted you in the first place. So, show yourself. Prove your love to them. Just court them. Do whatever it is you feel like you need to do. Use that Sag energy. Use that fire energy, and do your thing. Just embody that Queen of Wands energy and ride in and do your thing and court them and whatever you want to do. Whatever feels comfortable for you, Sag. But that's all I got for you, man. I appreciate y'all watching, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye bye.